In this Autocad tutorial, we'll be talking about how to draw a horizontal alignment. Okay, I will teach you how to plot your points on your road alignment and also learn how to draw the circular arc which you can draw on your road alignment, okay, your road path. And if you want to know some more tips on other things like layers, turning off layers, leaving them on, watch because it is in this video. Okay. Hi, my name is Stephanie Telwa, and in this channel my vision is to bring tips and tutorials to civil engineering students who want to get a degree in civil engineering. If you are new to this channel and is curious to learn more, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get notifications of videos every time so that you can keep up with my tutorials. If you're old and you're returning back, then welcome back, and let's begin our horizontal alignment tutorial.
Okay, as you can see here, I have Autocad opened and I have the data for my road alignment here and my already constructed road alignment. Okay, the layers that you should have are zero layer, construction of curves layer, points, road alignment, and road path. This should already be created. If you don't know how to do this, you can check out my AutoCAD tutorial for beginners part 1 video from the link. Okay, so you have all your data, your road alignment, your deflection angle, intersection chainage, radius of circular curve, through chainage, length of secant, and all of this length of chord already calculated. And then the modes that I should be having for my AutoCAD drafting is snap mode, grid mode, not speed off, polar tracking should be on, object snap tracking should be on, object snap tracking, dynamic input, and quick properties. Those are the ones that I should have on. Okay, here I go to my object snap and then click on node and make sure that that is on. So the ones that you should have is endpoint, center, node, intersection, extension, perpendicular, tangent. Those are the ones that should be on. Okay, after that, now you can begin your points.
Okay, here now we will look at setting our drafting mode. So I'll just put it to AutoCAD Classic first so that I can change my point style. We'll go into point style and then we click the point style that you want. Make sure that it is set to absolute units so that whatever unit that you set, it will appear on the screen. Okay, so we'll try 200 first and see if we can see it appearing on our screen. Go back to 2D drafting mode and then we select our command for points. Point mode, multiple points. Okay, it's too small, so we go back to, I'll erase this first and then we'll go back to
AutoCAD Classic mode so that I can see my format tab and then go to point style, and then I'll try a bigger size, 2,000, 20,000, 200,000. I'll try this one first. change it back to 2D drafting annotation, and then use our point mode. Okay, the points are clear. So in this case now, we'll look at the diameter of our chainage, through chainage, which is 4,500, 4,576,110. So that's what you place. So if you see, I have my tracking mode on. So when I'm tracking it, it places my point right at where I am tracking. Make sure that the dotted line comes on. So we'll do the same for our second point. You can see I'm tracking the center point of my first point node, and that allows me to select the point, and also I remember to select the point for the last alignment. Okay, so now I have 4 points. Now we'll look at our third step, is to construct our construction lines for our curve. Okay, so I'm just looking back at my calculation, so you'll see that we have to use the length of secant, M, and LC. Okay, so we select, place a point in the middle. Next, select line command so that I can do my lines of my secant. Okay, first we look at the length of secant. As calculated, is 4,505 mils. So I'll take that distance is from the distance of your center of your intersection to the top of your curve. That's the distance. Okay, so that's 4,505. So don't click your second point first. You click the first point, the second point, just leave it as it is, and then you type your distance. Okay, because my points are not that clear, I just have to maybe decrease the size of the points because it's too large for me to see the intersection properly. So I'll change that to 20,000. Okay, now that it is a bit smaller, I can see the intersection properly. So we'll continue on. So go back to 2D drafting and annotation mode, and then we go to points and we specify our point lines command, and then I'll specify my line. Okay, so that's 4,500 from, and then I have 4,500 there. After doing your length of secant, then you know that your radius is 600 meters, so that's 600,000 meters. So we'll select from the end of your length of secant, you select your line command, and then you extend it 600,000 millimeters to give you the radius of your circular arc. Okay, next thing we'll do the radius construction lines. So that's select that point, select our next point, make sure it's at the center of the node of your point, because we already set our drafting mode to object snap of nodes. You'll see that your nodes appear. If you do not have this mode on, then you should have it on as shown in the first part of this video, so that it will help you select the node. Otherwise it will only select endpoints of your line command and all of this. Okay, the next step is to draw our circular arc. So we'll go up to circular arc, we'll click that drop down menu, and then we go to start, end, and radius. That's the one that we want to use. Okay, so it creates an arc using start point, end point, and your radius. Okay, so we'll go click that one, and then go down, type 600, 1000, and there we have our circular arc. Okay, why we have these construction lines for a curve is so that we can have our angles to be 14 degrees. We don't want it to go offset. Okay, I'll just change my layers to the layer of our path. So construction lines to road path, because that's the center line of our road. Then I'll create our next thing is to create our center line of our road, so that we can later switch off our construction curve lines and road alignment, and then we'll only have the center line of our road path. So that's what I'm doing now here. Okay, next thing that we want to do is change it again to road path layers. In this part, after we draw our lines, we want to make our line segment for our road path to be a continuous line. So we use edit command, we select our polylines that are now just line segments. Do you want to join it as one? We say yes, join, and then we select our points. Okay, if you can see on your select objects, you have 1 found, 3 total. So that means that we have selected all of your line segments. If you do not have this in out, then it means that you have not connected your endpoints of your lines properly. Okay, the next step is I'm going to show you how to switch off and turn off your layers. So if we want to turn off your layers, as you can see, turning off my construction layer, turning off my road path layer, my construction curves layer, you'll see that my construction curves have gone off, and also my node points, because I have not changed my points to their layers yet. So I'll just put that back on. And then now that I've had my points changed to their point layers, I will turn off my construction line curve lines and my road alignment, and then you have your points and also your road path only appearing. Okay, you can switch that off also when you're trying to print, because it won't print if it's switched off. Okay, now you can see we've drawn our horizontal alignment, and if you want to watch more on AutoCAD tutorials, you can check this one, my playlist for AutoCAD tutorial beginners. If you're interested in this channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thanks for watching.